Have you ever felt like you're stuck in a rut, just running on a hamster wheel without ever getting anywhere? You're not alone. Many of us feel trapped in the social rat race, constantly chasing after things that don't truly matter. But what if there was a way to escape this cycle and find true freedom and happiness? In this video, we're not talking about any specific political, cultural, or religious system. We're talking about the underlying system that drives many of our human behaviors and mental states, like anger, anxiety, and fear. It's essentially the enslavement to the whims of our environment. Instead, we are addressing what underlies all of these, the driving force behind various human behaviors and mental states like anger and anxiety. It's essentially the enslavement to the whims of our environment. Reflecting on the human condition, it becomes apparent that many of us are significantly influenced and controlled by the world outside ourselves. Our happiness often depends on obtaining what we desire from this external world, and conversely, we experience sadness when it takes things away from us. The approval and disapproval of others profoundly affect us. Praise uplifts us, while dislike makes us miserable. Interestingly, the more we desire something, the more we are willing to sacrifice to obtain it. Conversely, the more we oppose something, the higher price we're willing to pay to avoid it. These cycles of desire, aversion, love, hate, like, and dislike leave us in a perpetual state of fear, making us susceptible to manipulation through shaming, blaming, and the allure of external entities like large corporations, political parties, and cults, all seeking something from us. The world governs us, dangling carrots on sticks like a donkey rider, and most of us obediently follow from birth to death, much like cattle. However, what if we were to reject the carrot? What if we chose to escape this system? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism revolves around attaining freedom from the whims of our environment. It's important to note that achieving freedom from this system doesn't involve destroying our surroundings. The external world isn't to blame, the universe functions as it does. While we do have some influence, we ultimately cannot control it. The outside world, with its inescapable conditions like sunshine, rain, and wind affecting a farmer's crops, imposes itself upon us. These conditions aren't the system, rather, it's our enslavement to them that constitutes the problem. So why do we allow the waves of fate to swiftly sweep us away? Why do even the smallest misfortunes and bits of luck manipulate our emotions like puppeteers? Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, provides insight into this. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the principles and notions they form concerning things. For instance, death isn't inherently terrible, as evidenced by Socrates' perspective. The terror lies in our perception of death as something terrible. Hence, when we face hindrances, disturbance, or grief, we should attribute it not to others, but to ourselves, to our own principles. The system operates as long as we feed into it. The more we attribute tragedy and fortune to what's natural and beyond our control, the more our emotional state is determined by chance. Fortunately, Stoicism offers us invaluable wisdom to break free from this system. Here are 7 Stoic principles that can guide us in replacing a highly vulnerable, erratic, and tumultuous way of living with a peaceful and liberated existence. 1. Maintaining cheerfulness regardless of circumstances. In the pursuit of maintaining cheerfulness regardless of circumstances, consider the wisdom of Seneca. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. This aligns with the idea that our happiness should not be contingent on external outcomes, but rather on our ability to find contentment in the present moment. 2. Letting go of material possessions. Reflecting on the Stoic perspective, let us consider the words of Epictetus. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. In letting go of material possessions, the emphasis is on finding joy in what we have rather than being attached to external wealth and status. 3. Releasing strong attachments to individuals. In the pursuit of releasing strong attachments to individuals, Epictetus advises, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This aligns with the notion that detaching from strong emotions towards individuals involves recognizing our power to control our responses. 4. Developing the skill of endurance. Considering the Stoic view on endurance, Marcus Aurelius guides us with, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Endurance becomes a means of finding happiness within, regardless of external circumstances. 5. Diminishing concern for reputation. In contemplating reputation, Seneca's words resonate. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Diminishing concern for reputation involves recognizing the fleeting nature of time and focusing on what truly matters. 6. Dealing with provocation and insults. When it comes to dealing with provocation and insults, Viktor Frankl provides insight. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. This emphasizes the power of choosing our responses and maintaining inner tranquility in the face of external provocations. 7. Embracing mortality. Reflecting on the Stoic perspective of embracing mortality, Seneca's words echo, "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive." Embracing mortality involves recognizing that a virtuous life is more meaningful than a life lived in constant fear of its end. Applying Stoic principles can offer valuable lessons on how to escape the social rat race and seek true happiness by focusing inward. By reconsidering our pursuit of material wealth and external recognition, we can shift our focus to personal growth, inner peace, and the pursuit of knowledge. This shift allows us to find contentment and genuine freedom within ourselves, free from the relentless pursuit of societal expectations. Thank you for joining us at Amor Fati Stoic Wisdom. If you found this video helpful, please watch other videos we offer on our channel. Embrace your power to sculpt your destiny.